Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Divya SINGHI'S Socio. So class 9th students, I welcome you all to the part 2 of early humans and beginning of civilization. So let's start our part 2. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen with all of you now. I hope my screen is visible to all my students. Okay, so this is part 2 session of early humans and beginning of civilization. Okay, where we are going to understand in details about the different stone ages, Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Neolithic. Okay, so let's start. So now students, if I speak about the Paleolithic age, this word Paleolithic is derived from two words, paleo and lithic. Paleo means old and lithic means stone. So Paleolithic together is old stone age. Okay. So I hope it's understood. It is together called old stone age. Okay, so it is like the oldest settlement around, we can say, like 2 million years ago. Okay, and the different sites, the Paleolithic sites which are there, okay, where we found the fossils are, so here we have example, that is Atarampakkam, that is in Tamil Nadu, and in Sampur in Karnataka. Okay, they are the very important Paleolithic sites. Okay, so children, the Paleolithic age people, they used to use early tools. Okay, like hand axes and cleavers. Okay, so they used to chop meat and scrap skin. So that was the basically major use. So you can see the tools picture also on screen, and like it is divided into three tools ages. So early tools were these. Middle tools were the scrapers, borers, points. They were the very important middle tools. Okay. So that is like, we can say they are like small stone tools which show improved hunting efficiency. Okay. And the later tools were like the arrow and the micro blades. Okay. So here you can see the picture on screen. So the major Indian Paleolithic site, as I told before also, it is like the Atirampakkam, Sampur, Bhimbedka, Gidwana, etc. Okay. So this is about the Paleolithic age. The next comes the Mesolithic hunter gatherers age. Okay. So students, if we speak about their glimpse, we can get to know that they appeared around 12,000 years ago. Okay, when the earth climate was becoming warmer. Okay, and children, if I speak about them, they used to use microlithic tools. Okay, so as I told in our first part also, that enabled gathering of aquatic food. Okay, that is very important about them. And if we speak about the Mesolithic tools, you can see these are the tools like the bones, blade, cord, knives, and triangle, dagger, points, etc. So they used to use these kind of tools. Okay. So students, now, if I speak about the important Mesolithic site, so we have a World Heritage Spotlight, which is Bhimbetka in Madhya Pradesh. Hundred of painted rock shelters preserve Mesolithic and earlier human occupation, among the richest record of early art in the world. So students, you can see, kindly see the picture of the rock shelter in Bhimbetka and the rock paintings there. And this is the third image which represent the site's landscape. Okay. So this is the important information about Mesolithic site. A Mesolithic site, which is Bhimbetka, and also about the Mesolithic hunter-gatherers. So students, they used to use like wild grains for eating. Okay, they used to use wild grains for eating, which you can see the picture. Okay, mostly they were focused on microlithic tools. Okay, they are very tiny, sharp stone tools. They are very tiny, sharp stone tools. okay, which they used to use for fishing and aquatic resources. Okay, and this was a period we can see a lot of expansion of forest and grasslands. Okay, so that was your Mesolithic period. Then came the Neolithic revolution, which was Neolithic age was like a completely new stone age. Okay, so it's a shift basically from like it is a gradual shift from like hunting and gathering to agriculture and domesticating plants and animals. Okay, so the transition to farming happened at different time in different regions of the world, students. Like in West Asia, we have wheat. In India, we have millets. In India, Ganga Plains, we have rice. North China, we have millets. South China, we have rice. West Africa, we have pearl millet. Okay, so this was like the transition to farming happened at different time in different region of the world. Okay, so student, mostly your agriculture and domestication of animals begin in this period only. Okay, so you can see these are the hallmarks of the revolution where there was a domestication of selected plants and animals. Okay, and they used to use very new tools and food production and processing. And you can see a kind of pottery which became very famous during that period. Okay, and the first permanent village settlement started during that period. Okay, now here is Kalibangan in India. It's a tradition nearly 5,000 year old where the early Harappan plot fields at Kalibangan showing horizontal and vertical furrows. Evidence of double crop cultivation like today's Rabi and Kharif season. So students see, you can observe here the kind of agriculture was happening and which crops were grown during which period. Students, invention of wheel during the Neolithic age, only the wheels, there was an invention of wheel which used to help to transport goods from one place to another. Okay, they with the wheel, the early ancestors used to make carts. Okay, which used to help us to transfer good from one place to another. So invention of wheel also happened in this period only. Okay, I hope that's clear. So Neolithic period is more like a new stone age where there was three important aspects you should know: agriculture, domestication of animals, and the third one is invention of the wheel. You should keep in mind. Okay. Now, if I speak more about the Neolithic site, students, so we have Mehergarh. Okay. So it is the oldest Neolithic site. Okay. Then that is the age. Neolithic is an age where we can see the copper age begins. Okay. Basically, the Mehergarh people makes the first copper objects. Okay, and becoming known as Chalcolithic people. Okay, and also around 3500 BCE we have a Bronze Age foundation. Okay, and then there is also around 2500 BC we have widespread farming. So I've divided this into years like how it happened and what it happened. Okay, so basically if I repeat again, around 7000 BCE, 7000 BCE we have Mehergarh founded. Then 4000 BCE we have Copper Age begins. 3500 BCE Bronze Age foundation, and 2500 BCE we have widespread farming. Okay, so students, if I speak about life at Mehergarh, so they used to make ornaments, different kind of ornaments which are like shell kind of ornaments. Okay, and they used to cultivate wheat. Okay, and they used to do herding of sheep, goats, and a zebu hump bull. Okay, and there were so many granaries to store food as well during that time. Okay, and you can see their handmade sun-dried brick houses. Okay, you can see the picture on screen, the handmade sun-dried brick houses. So this was about Mehergarh. Okay, the oldest Neolithic site and the earliest agricultural village. Okay, okay, now it's in present day Pakistan. Okay, and children, you please see the top, the Neolithic wheel. You remember in the previous slide only I mentioned about the Neolithic wheel, right? Yeah, so here you can see the Neolithic wheel. Okay. So this is what I wanted to know. So though basically the invention of wheel helped in transporting the heavy goods from one place to another. Okay, that was a great achievement, children. Okay, so children, this was your part two. Okay, so soon part three will be coming where we are going to understand in detail about different civilization. Okay, so children, one thing again, as I tell in all the classes. Okay, so students, in case if you have any doubt, please write in the comment section. Okay. Then we can have a doubt class where I'm going to re-explain those topics to you. Okay. So I hope that's understood. So please, all of you, wait for part three. And those who have not seen part two, sorry, part one, those who have not seen part one, kindly go and watch part one also, where we studied about our early ancestors, like the beginning. Okay. So this was your part two, which is completed, and soon part three will also be live. So children, please, till then, stay tuned, stay connected, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, Divya Singhis Social Lab. Thank you, children.